Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I haven't been on here in what feels like forever, but I did a makeup, no makeup, quick mommy look, and I hope you guys enjoy. Okay, so let's get started. I just washed my face. So I'm gonna go in, and I always use the Banana Bright Eye Cream by Ole Henderson, and do a little bit underneath the eye. And I feel like this is just like gives me the most brightening for the daytime. And I use the Obagi under eye cream for nighttime. And then I'll take the Obagi Professional C Serum. I do 15%. Just a little bit. And push it into the skin. If you use a vitamin C serum, you have to use an SPF. So my go-to is usually Drunk Elephant, or I'll do like a tinted moisturizer, which this one is Obagi, and I have it in the cool and the warm, and I like to mix it most when I'm not super tan, but I'm also not super pasty right now. Just a bit. And then I just apply it and bring it down a little bit so there's no harsh line. And it kind of just gives you like a teeny bit of color to your skin. Not too much. And then I like to brush out my brows before I do them, just so they look a little cleaner when you're applying. And my go-to for my brows is usually the Tom Ford pencil, but that's just when I go out. But I normally do the Anastasia Brow Wiz pencil, and I am in the color medium brown. Take it, and I always line the bottom first to kind of get the shape going. I'm not a huge fan of the drawn on eyebrow look. I just kind of like it to be a little bit more natural, and I have literally no arch, so I have to take my arch up a little bit higher in order to get some more definition. And then once I draw it in on the top and bottom, I'll go in and make little hair-like pieces. I'm gonna just lightly fill in like little gaps that I can see. And just very light in the front. I don't want them to be like super boxy. And then I really like that messy, bushy eyebrow look. So I don't brush them out perfectly. If I'm going out or anything, I'll do them like a little bit darker. But just for like every day, I only have 5 minutes because my son is screaming. I just do it very quickly. And when we're not all in quarantine, my biggest tip and trick is when I get my eyebrows threaded, I have them tint them for me so they already look like they're done, and then I don't even have to spend the time at all to even fill them in during the day, because they just look like they're already filled in. I've heard people talk about getting like men's hair coloring for their beard or whatever and applying it to their eyebrows. I'm a little bit hesitant, but I think I might try that out. And also when I'm getting ready, I put on this rosebud salve just so my lips aren't super chapped by the time I go and like apply a lip. And it's like super dry out right now, so my lips are chapped like the Sahara Desert. Drier than the Sahara Desert. I love this Maybelline Superstay foundation. It's not too heavy coverage. I don't like a super cakey look, and I never look good with a lot of makeup. So I usually use that one, or my other favorite is the Fit Me by Maybelline. And then I use number 125. Sometimes I'll use 118 if I'm not as tan, but usually I mostly use 125. I have olive undertones, so this just gives me a little bit more coverage, especially when I'm looking really tired, 9 months pregnant. And bring it down my neck. I'm not about that harsh line. I'm getting the double chin lately because I'm so pregnant, so I need to make sure that is tucked in. Okay, so I like to go in with like a rose spray. I usually use Mario Badescu and kind of like spray in between, just so I'm not dried out during the application. Okay, and then just kind of dab it in just so I can put my concealer on. My go-to concealer, which everybody uses, dogs are going crazy, is the Tarte Shape Tape. And when I'm a little bit more tan, I use the light to neutral, and then light if I'm not as tan. These mommy bags need a lot extra. And go on the top of my eyelid too to kind of hide the little teeny tiny veins and discoloration. Dab that in a little bit, and then I really like to go in with just like a brush. And it makes it a little bit more like smooth and airbrush look than using the sponge. Doesn't give you a harsh line where your concealer stops. And blend it out really well. If I wasn't filming, this takes me literally maybe 5 minutes at most. Oops. Okay, so after that, I will take my favorite eyeliner pencil is the Costa Reach by MAC. It's a really pretty brown, and I just very lightly do the under of my lashes, and then I'll pull it out a teeny bit, just straight out right here, to kind of give like that cat eye look. And then again, straight out. And I don't like that like harsh eyeliner line. So I'll just go in and smudge it. And I think this is literally just like a cheap e.l.f. smudge brush. And I'll make sure to pull it out again. And then it kind of gives just like that like smoky under eye look. Super quick, super easy. And then, just to give a little bit of color so your eyes aren't totally bare, I just go in with like a bronzer, my NARS bronzer, and I'll do like the windshield wiper eye. And I just throw it on in like my crease, and I don't take it all the way up. So like about to right there. And I don't even take it all the way in. I stop like about right here. And that way it kind of just gives it a little something. And super easy. And then if I want to just add like a little bit of brightness, my favorite palette, I use it all the time, is the Naked Basics. It's very loved. And I'll use the color Venus. and just put it like on my inner eyelid and then just up right underneath my brow, on my brow bone. Just so it gives it like a teeny bit of highlight. Literally just throwing it on there. It makes you look like a little bit more awake and like I am not running off of fumes. Okay. And then again, I will go in with the color Faint. It's like this brown color. And I kind of just like put a little bit, use my smudge brush, on the top lid. And just once you put your mascara on, it'll make your mascara look like a little bit darker. Okay, and then I'll go in with my MAC Mineralized Skin Finish Powder. I absolutely love it. Obviously, I need a new one. This is in the color Natural? No, Medium, sorry. And then just set my under eye. I quickly just put it all over. And again, I love a dewy look, so I have the Hyper Real Glow by MAC. And I love like a bronzy look, and so I use the more like bronzy colored highlight. Oh, I almost forgot to put my bronzer on. Pregnancy brain. Okay, take my bronzer right underneath the cheekbone so I can get some definition. And on the forehead. Definitely need some help in this section because I have a bigger forehead. Not a fan. And kind of take it down underneath the chin. Helps accentuate your jawline so you don't have such, I get a really bad double chin, especially when I'm pregnant. And then you'll go in with your highlight. And I'll mix this one and then just do like a little dab of these two. And I just place it wherever the light is going to hit first. Don't want it to be like too crazy. Just shining bright over here. And then my all-time, I only have ever used one mascara. And as you can tell, I have tons of them. So I always do the L'Oreal Voluminous. This one's the original in the color Blackest of Black. And then I also use the Carbon Black. And my eyelashes are really long, but they're not super thick. So I like to go in with 2 to 3 coats because I like a dramatic lash. I feel like it makes my eyes pop a lot more and I don't look as exhausted again because that's what I always look like. I have a toddler I chase after every day. And I'm about to have another baby in a couple weeks. And I really try to fan my lashes out because I don't want them all clumped together. This is just what works for me really quickly when I don't have time. I have to run to the store or run to the doctor's or wherever. Super quick, super easy. And you only need like a handful of products. I try to like find like the mostly drugstore products for my skincare. I'm not cheap, but for my foundation and mascaras and stuff like that, I love a good drugstore product. This is like maybe $7 or $8. My foundation is maybe $7 to $10. Okay, let my mascara dry a little bit, and then if I don't want like a completely like nude foundation-y lip, I'll go in with my favorite lip pencil. Is probably for everyday. It's Nice and Spicy by MAC, and I'll just line my lip. And then my favorite chapsticks lippy lip glosses is the L'Occitane, or this one is from Bath and Body Works, and it's for nighttime like lip mask, but I use it during the day, and it is like the holy grail. So good. It lasts a long time and it's still like buttery. I'm gonna just kind of let the lip liner give my lips a little bit of color. Okay, and then I'll go in with the setting spray. And let that dry. Okay. Brush out my brows one more time, and then, oops, wrong side of the pencil. Kind of fluff them up. Make them have that like messy look. All done with that. Then I'll do my quick hair and I am good to go. Okay, so for my hair, I blew dry it and straightened it yesterday. I get like a lot of flyaways and a lot of frizzies. So I'll just go in with the Not Your Mother's Plump for Joy. Take it, and I don't go all the way up, and then I also try to leave like an inch out because I don't want it to be a perfect spirally curl. And I'll brush it out. And I always do it away from my face on each side. And then if I'm underneath, sometimes I'll switch it up and go forwards. But just for like the pieces that frame your face, or all the top pieces, I tend to wrap them around the wand going backwards. And then you're gonna hold it for like 10 to 15 seconds at most. I think I got it all. Okay, so after that, I don't want it to be super like spiral Shirley Temple curls. So I'll go in and I take, let's see, where is that? Oh, right here. I'll take the Olaplex bonding oil. You can do this before, you can put this in before you blow out your hair, or you can do it after you style. Rub it into your hands, and then I just take it and literally comb through and pull my pieces down. So it gives it kind of like that messy curl. Okay. And then, since I get really bad flyaways, I just discovered this stuff off of Amazon. So you can see like they're like super wispy usually. I put some in yesterday so it's not too crazy. Literally looks like a mascara. And it's kind of like jelly, super clear, and you don't want to put a ton on, so make sure there's not like a ton on the brush. This is brand new. And you'll kind of just go in and literally lightly just put it where your flyaway area is. Like so. And then I just take like a simple comb. This is just like a Toni and Guy comb, whatever you need to get. And you'll kind of just like brush that out, just so it kind of gets all the little flyaway pieces. And it's not like jelly or anything like that at all. It dries like super nice and it actually stays. And I think it was literally like $7 or $8. I have it linked on my Instagram. All right. There you go. And no more flyaways, especially when it's dry. Thank you guys so much for joining and watching. Give me a thumbs up if you like this video and subscribe if you haven't. I hope to see you guys later.